Well, I'm getting finished up at the burn. I didn't really do a whole lot today. I really just watched them jog in the mud, and I gotta go collect the children from up top. So as I'm driving around, making sure everybody's good at the burn right now, thought I'd finish up all the stables. So first stable we'll start with is the smaller stables, a group of smaller stables. What? You got Addie Bear with me. We'll finish up with a group of smaller stables. Andrew Harris has Cruising in Style. A little bumpy here today. Andrew Harris has Cruising in Style, and Elysium Lindy. Oh, we got a tractor here. Cruising in Style and Elysium Lindy. Both of them are racing good. I haven't seen Elysium Lindy race again just yet. I think they're down right now for the holidays. Same as Woodbine. So I don't know when he's going to race, probably within the next week or so. And Cruising in Style was third in 52. His last start at the Meadowlands and raced great. He's really had a really, really good 2019. Exactly what we were looking for. It only strengthens my position that these 3-year-olds transitioning into their 4-year-old year. We're going to race the 3-year-olds into their 4-year-old year in the classes we're in now. Stop with them in March, give them 2 months off, let them really fill out, mature, especially as the grass starts coming in, and then have them ready for August. So March off, middle of March off, let's say April, May, start them back end of May, middle of May, and then by the time August rolls along, they're ready to start rocking. At that point, we already have a look at how the scene is in North America as far as where the 4-year-olds are racing, who the best ones are, and if there is any places that we can race our horses that are a little easier to let them really do that transition well. So that's the plan with the 3-year-olds coming forth. So that's worked well for Cruising in Style. He's had a really good year. John Boutenchain, I have him down as having Spirit of Dio. She is actually leaving tomorrow, so I guess the 28th of December, she's leaving to go to Florida. She'll be in John's care by the 29th and then start the new year at the Boutenchain stable in Florida. Angie Coleman has Olympic Hopeful already started up and jogging in Florida. Road Tripper for Jared Bothwell. He hasn't really raced that well since coming back, but he's sound. So I'm assuming we just need to round him into shape. He needs a little more work. So we're going to race him next week and then make a decision what we're doing with him. Blair Burgess has Heavenly Skies. I didn't get a chance to talk to Blair too closely. He keeps telling me he wants to qualify her. Well, I don't know if she's in to qualify yet. We will see. She won't be. I would say if she's going to qualify, it would be January the 7th when we qualify Brush Cut, because there's no qualifiers at Mohawk until January the 7th. Otherwise, he'd have to go to Flamborough, which is unlikely. So she's in a holding pattern still. It's been that way throughout the year. Tough to get information out of Blair, but at the same time, I haven't chased him down recently on it also. I own a big chunk of Heavenly Skies, so I just assume, I don't want him to feel rushed either. We've taken this long. Take your time, get her right, and get her ready. And I assume, hopefully, January 7th will be the date for that. Irv Miller has yes. He had asked me about resting him, and I told him what my plan was to race him if he's out of classes at Yonkers and can't do in the Open or the class where he would like to race him. If there's no other classes around there for him, bring him back here. I'm sure we can get him raced here in Ontario, or I'll send him to Illinois and he can race throughout February in the Open in Illinois, where I'm sure he'll be more than competitive. And at that point, then we can stop him mid-March. But I would like to race these horses into mid-March if possible. Carmen Osiello is Oh So Pine. He's racing fantastic. Shorter field. Shorter field, but he was first over the other night and won a big mile. I think he was second, beat ahead in 56. And then Mario's got a bunch of horses back in now. We'll talk about his stable in a minute. All of our horses, except for Jailhouse Jesse in Ohio, recovering from that line in his foot. All of our horses will be on site by tomorrow afternoon. Today is Friday. By Saturday afternoon, we'll have everything except for Jesse, Jailhouse Master, back on the property. Doug Brown is really blue chip in Arctic Forest. They're both back jogging now. I've sent a message out to Sarah Svanstedt. I haven't heard from her yet. Maybe over the holidays. They might be in Sweden. They might be in Florida. I doubt they're in New Jersey, but I would like an update from her soon, and I'm sure she will get one to me immediately. I know that Bob Boyd had talked to them about 10 days ago, and they said they loved her and she was doing good. Looking for a little more precise update on how our girl Knockdown Dragout is doing soon as we can. And then at Richards Burn, Brave World is turned out. Mitch Turney takes care of Brave World. They left him turned out at that farm. There's lots of big paddocks. Mitch said, I have a trotter that's turned out now. We'll turn them out together for the next month and start him back up. So that's all the small burns. We'll worry about we'll get back and talk about Harry's burn, Kevin's burn, and Jason's burn in just a minute.